Ben has unlocked the secrets of understanding how our minds control our business and daily lives. Inside each episode, Ben shares his proven actionable items, tips, and secrets to managing the supercomputer between your ears so you can build and develop your business and start living the life you desire and deserve. This is Practical Psychology for Business with Benjamin Halpern.
You want to be happy. Of course you want to be happy. You may have spent thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars to try to find and achieve happiness. It is one of the most desired and coveted states in the world. Of course you want to be happy. Imagine that you could live your life in the state of happiness. How much better off you'd be, how much sweeter this ride we call life and we take one time would be. The problem is that happiness is not outside of you. It's not a new car, it's not a new house, it's not a new relationship, it's not a new trip. It's not outside of you. If it was, then people would have found it quicker because people have spent so much money to be able to find happiness. Now, the bad news is that you can't buy happiness any of those ways. The good news is that actually happiness does not cost a penny. Happiness is right in between your two ears. Happiness is an emotional state. All emotional states are between your two ears. Now, you might have learned or you might have seen and experienced people that seemed happy when they did something. While that's true, it's very, very short-lived because once you understand the recipe of happiness, you'll understand why it may have seemed that way and why it's really not the solution. Ready for the true key and secret to happiness? The answer is progress, victory. When you make progress, when you move ahead, when you become better, when you unfold and grow, that's when you experience the emotion of happiness. So if you wind up having a new experience outside or stretch yourself financially, it will give you the feeling of happiness. But since you get used to that very fast, we habituate to anything we experience, the happiness very, very quickly goes away. The only way to have true, lasting, and deep happiness, if it's consistently and constantly, but when it comes from internal growth, and you get into the pattern of growing, so you continually grow, you wind up being happier and happier and happier and live a life of happiness. So the only sustainable way of having happiness, the secret is when you're growing and you're progressing. That doesn't mean it could be in any specific area of your life necessarily. You can progress and grow in your health. You can progress and grow in your business. You can progress and grow as a human being, whether it's spiritually, psychologically, financially, either way. As long as you're progressing and growing in your life, you will be a happy camper. Now, why is that? Because the reality of life is that life emotionally is like an escalator that goes down. So if you stay stagnant, you go down and your life becomes worse and worse emotionally. The only way to keep up on an escalator that goes down is a lot of progress. So you keep on not riding the elevator down, but rather getting beyond it and making it up the staircase. So in order to move up a downward escalator, you need to make a lot of progress. And that's what's necessary for your emotional life to continue moving up. So basically, if you look at life and say, look, I have to consistently move up. That doesn't mean you have to move up massively to be happy, but you have to regularly move up. So every week in life, you should be making progress from the week before in different areas, in your relationships, in your work, in your personal life, in your physical fitness. Either way, you should be making progress. In a perfect world, you should be making progress in every important area of your life, because that's going to ultimately give you an enormous amount of happiness. So as long as you're going up and you're making progress, you will enjoy and your life will be juiced and filled with the great emotion of happiness. Try it. Now, don't go big. You could do it very small. If you decide, let's take the next 10 weeks, and you decide for the next 10 weeks, what are you going to do every week to move ahead? It could be one step. So for the next week, I'm going to do this step. And you could do it in any area of your life, or you could do it in several areas of your life. What am I going to do to make my relationship better for the next week, the week after? And make little steps what you're going to do for the next 10 weeks. What am I going to do in my business? What am I going to do in my physical health? Make one step for the next 10 weeks. They can be teeny steps. And you'll see, as long as you keep on making strides, as long as you keep on having victories, trying and succeeding, as long as you keep on making progress, you will experience the coveted emotion of happiness that you deserve. That's how we live a happy life. If you need help with these skills and tools and want to be able to actually have workbook and have exact lessons detailed, how to be able to make the progress and be coached in the details of it, check out my website, benjaminhalpern.com. It's a lot less than you think. For a very, very minimal fee, there are so many different options that I can help you with to be able to create a happy life. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next episode.